Bam, 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 bam. Good evening and a very warm welcome. When I'm saying good evening, it's early evening because we're putting the show on a little bit earlier this evening today, as we have the young commentators going on later on, around about 6 o'clock. So done an earlier show for you, and I do hope you'll enjoy it. We're going to give you some feedback on the inclusion team and also on the young commentators. Well, the weeks are flying. I can't believe just how quick they are, and we've got to wait till I think Monday the 22nd when Boris decides to come out and talk and tell us what we're thinking about lockdown. Are they going to go extend it? I know Wales have extended it for an extra 3 weeks. Are we going to be following in the same boat? I'm not too sure, but again, I'll just emphasise, I do not see where lockdown has come into it at all. I travel, key worker as you know, travelling up to Warrington to do my job. Motorways are absolutely jam-packed when I'm coming through Liverpool, Queen's Drive, cars everywhere, people walking, going about the business as if, I don't know, with the first lockdown that we had, it was deserted. It was deserted. This time, I don't know whether you've noticed it, folks. I know a lot of people that are digging into the regulations, the rules and regulations about lockdown. Is everyone going for the vaccination? I don't know. But this is only my opinion. This is what I see. I'm sure each and every one of you have got your own opinions out there, whether we're in lockdown or whether we're not. The only thing I know about lockdown is that the grassroots football stopped. Many shops are still shut. No more barbers at the moment. Pubs, clubs. That's what I see about lockdown. But if you see anything different, I'm not too sure. I can't see that the motorways, everyone's exercising there. I have to travel to and from work in a car at the moment. You all know. I'll be travelling on foot soon, 28th of March. Hard training. Still got me doubts whether I can manage it because I don't know, the body just doesn't seem to want to go any further than 13 mile. We got an extra 13 mile on top of that. So I've got to keep my fingers crossed and my hopes up that we'll do it. But the lads are all in training now, I know that for a fact. And the t-shirts, I'm still working on them. Unbelievable. Team A did say the other day that any more logos go on this, it'd be like carrying a weighted pack on your back. We've got another 3 logos to go on it, and honestly, the t-shirts are great, don't get me wrong, and it's the support that we want for Emily, a run for Emily. So nice t-shirts, and when you spot them, we might have a little bit something up our sleeves, and the lads are all wearing them. And if you spot them out, just give us some feedback, give us a photograph of them. Don't let them know that you take the photograph and send it in to us. Excuse me, mal@don'texttheline.com. I'd look forward to seeing it. And then, as I say, when you see them out and about, you can give me the feedback and just say, are they running or walking? And I can check on them that way, if you don't mind. Anyway, a little bit of, I'm running out of these, got to get to Sainsbury's soon and get these. I put an appeal out last week, but no one bothered, so I'll have to get my own, I suppose. Anyway, all my appeals don't seem to work at the moment, but we're going to do another funding shout soon on Emily. I've just had that much on. It's just unreal what I've got on at the moment. I've also got something like 130 hours of courses to do. That is a lot. That is a lot. And by the time I get to the end of them, I'll be starting them again, as you know yourself. I just can't catch up at the moment. And I put a post up earlier on that I just wanted, if anyone didn't mind, to turn the clocks back just 3 days, just to catch up a little bit. Anyway, didn't get the feedback. Can't turn the clocks back, I suppose. Just got to get on with things and just hope you get through things. It's another mad week. And as I say, for me, I haven't noticed lockdown. I've been out and about, as you know yourself, because as I say, I do the support work. And I keep up with Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I try and do the grassroots podcast, so it keeps everyone a little bit busy. Something different, something to talk about. Can't have the guests in at the moment, but we will do very soon, I assure you. Well, if Boris lets me anyway. But we've got loads planned, and as I say, we're also asking, now if you're interested in the inclusion team that DXTL will be organising, it's obviously we can't really promote it at the moment tenfold. We can let you all know about that we do have an inclusion team, and if you go on our website www.don'texttheline.com, you'll be seeing the website on there. I've got to get my webmaster updated. I just haven't got the time to do that either at the moment, but I will. So then Matt can take over that one and start filling information that you'd like to see on the website, but you'll see the post there on the inclusion side of things. Now, if you wanted to get involved in inclusion, it's entirely up to yourselves. We're going to be doing things, we've got plans ahead. We can't really put plans into perspective, as we've just been talking about, because we're in lockdown. We've got football pitches that we'll be hiring out. We'll be looking at the price for that, for the inclusion side of things. This will be midweek. We'll also be looking into the schools as well, the local community areas, to help us out. And we've got a great supporting team. So if you're interested in the inclusion team, then please, why not, just go into inclusion on our website at dxtlgmail.com. Inclusion at dxtlgmail.com, and you can make it to the attention of Matt, Sophie or Paul, and they will really get back to you, because they're looking forward to working hard on the inclusion and putting things together as we speak now. And once we get them organised, we're going to have a sit down, and then we're going to thrash it out, and we're going to go through what we can do, the input, how we can work it, make it stronger for everyone else out there, because we also know that you're missing your football as well because of lockdown, and you can only do small exercises. But I do know on the inclusion side of things, people want football. We all need football. It's mental health issues that we want to get rid of. It's people who are stressed out. We want to take the stress away from them. And as I say, you can see our five-a-side pitches. They're unbelievable. We have them in Ellesmere Port and Ainsdale. Now they're in Whitby. If you wanted to check them out, have a little look on the website, and you can just put five-a-side pitches in on Whitby. You'll see the pitches on our website as well. And we're going to get the lads together, and we're going to go down when it's safe to do so, take a few photographs and publicise it for even more on the inclusion side. So please, if you want to get involved in that, if you're a club, local club, and you're looking for inclusion football, and when Boris says it's safe to do so, then we're going to be doing midweek, and they're the people that you're going to get in touch with. They're going to be organising, bring it all together. You'll get to know them well, you can see them, but we have a profile of them on our website. So it's Matt, Sophie and Paul who will be dealing with the inclusion side of things. Obviously you can send myself an email, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, and I'll put you on to them. If you've got any queries, simply get in touch with myself and we'll pass it all on to our inclusion side. But we will have a lot to talk about very soon indeed, and what we're going to be portraying, tournaments that we're going to be having. As I say, you can rent them out, but I'm sure there's a lot of tournaments that you'll all be interested that we can put on. And we're still looking towards our Easter tournament at the moment. Everyone's sitting back, I know that for a fact, waiting to say, Boris, it's moving, we'll have grassroots football back, and I know what's going to happen. We're going to get inundated, because we've got a cracking tournament, Respect tournament there, ready for April on the Easter side of things. We're all ready to go. We're all sitting there, pen in hand, take the details, get the teams all ready, up and running, and then we're away to go. We're good to go once Boris says, you can play football, folks. Get out there and do your exercises. No. That's not Boris, that was just me being stupid. I'm sorry about that, but I like to put a voice on now and again. Anyway, it was terrible. I know it was terrible, but it's a bit different than just listening to me. Okay, we're talking about, that was the inclusion. And again, I'll just give you the website once again. It's inclusion@dxtlgmail.com. Get in touch with Matt, Sophie and Paul, and they'll be happy to help and put you in the right direction and give you what plans that you want, what you're after. They'll be able to answer all the questions. Very experienced in inclusion, I assure you. So we're proud to have that team on board. Okay, now we're going to the young commentators. We got that earlier on, or later on, not long now. I was going to even attempt a run today, but I just can't fit it in. I really can't, so it's looking like tomorrow, and I've got plans tomorrow. I've got to do another show. Then we've got the thing called a derby. Liverpool and Everton go head to head at Anfield. I'm sick of it without the crowds. I really am. I can't get into it, and I can imagine what the players are going through. We're all just thinking, oh my God, the fans are there when we're watching. But you take those cameras and that noise away. Well, not the cameras, the noise away. And it just becomes boring. And we all know, yeah, it's a great game of football. People still want to win. But when you hear the roars and the chants and the singing, it lifts you, it makes you get involved in things. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. I want us to win, obviously. I really do, for the bragging rights. because it doesn't look like we got the title right. But you never know. It's never over till the fat lady sings, as they say. And I'll have a sing song, especially if we go out and win it. So we're looking forward to the derby, are we? If I can get a run in the meantime, I know Tony's been pestering me to run with me. He's too fast though, you know, and he doesn't shut up. I've got, oh my God, rabbit. That's Tony. Anyway, you know, he's a good runner, good company, and he's been pestering, as I say. He's had a sore rib. He's rearing to go now. Don't know how far he's up to, because some of the lads are keeping this away from me. They're keeping a back seat and they're all pretending that they're not doing that much. I think they're kidding me, I really do. But I'm telling the truth, I really am. My knees are killing, my back's great, but as soon as I finished the run, like the other night, it was, oh, I thought I was going to be dehydrated, I really did. I thought I was close to collapse, and it was for having too many layers on, not having any water, and the heat just got to me. The steam, and I mean steam, I took my jacket off, that was saturated. It was like just pulling it out of a river. It was saturated with the sweat. I must have lost some weight then. I might have put some weight on, and that's what it was. It was running off me. But it was very, very risky indeed on my behalf, and I didn't feel that right, and I didn't feel that good after the run. But I managed to do 9 mile, get out the way, but my knees seem to be okay, rearing to go again, and I know I'm going to be suffering with aches just after it, but God knows when I'm going to be suffering when we do the 26.2 mile. Wow! Anyway, we just talked about young commentators. We've got that on this evening, and tonight it's going to be a goal setting. Last week was Dream Board. It went extremely well, but a few apologies from the kids. We know they're going to be coming and going. We know that, but I tell you what a great bunch we've got. You know, they're all starting to talk to each other, send messages to each other. They've only been together 2 weeks now, 3 weeks tonight, and we've got more who missed out who are going to be joining us again tonight. So we're looking forward to the goal setting and what the kids have come up with on their dream board from last week. Wayne tells me he doesn't expect them all to do it. I do, because I think they're a great bunch. And what we're doing is like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, well, it's a 24-week course. I think we've got about 22 weeks now. And it's only a couple of hours, if that, on a Friday evening. These things could change. The kids are all getting together. They're in lockdown, COVID-19. We've got to thank the National Lottery for our Welcoming All project. We're getting the kids up, and we're leaving the parents are giving them the feedback. You know, this is through COVID, this. And we're giving them something to think about. We're giving them something to look forward to. We're giving them the confidence. And they're giving us confidence as well. You know, it works both ways. Technology is second to none off these kids. And we'll learn a thing or two off them, I assure you. But I enjoyed it last week. Wayne was really, really good with the kids. Sitting back, watching, waiting for us to come in. We'll be coming in, hopefully in the studio, you never know. You never know what it brings on March 22nd with Boris. The kids will be eager to get in the studio. We'll have workshops there as well. And we'll get you all together. And when we can get out and about and start doing our interviews around the pitches, bringing in the kids' commentary, I think that's going to be really, really hot. And also our celebrities, they're still queuing up, they're still lining up to come because they want the kids to ask them the questions. And listening to the confidence from the kids, I'm very, very proud indeed of them. So, you mums and dads and grandparents, foster parents as well, we're on board. Do you know what? I think you should be proud of yourselves the way you bring them up, and these kids are eager to learn. I know there's a lot of kids out there that we just can't get to grips with, want to get them involved, but we're hoping that this will continue progress throughout the year and we'll get everyone on board, and we'll look for more groups, because once you get out and about you can get a different breed, can't you? You can go out there and you can put hands on and go, there you go kids, this is what we're doing. You can talk to them, you can get them involved, you can talk to the likes of Liverpool and Everton, they're on board. We're waiting for Everton to come back for us because we've got a Zoom meeting. As soon as that comes up, we'll keep you informed on that one for more kids to get involved. But this is ongoing and we're looking forward to it. It's something that's very, very unique to DXTL and Pinnacle with Wayne, and obviously we've got Dan from KCC 99.8 FM Live. He'll be on board with me in the next few weeks, and I'll send Shannon a message. She may be coming on the next couple of weeks as us, but she may come on just to introduce herself and listen in. Get in, as they say, because Shannon is a gamer and she's going to be our top photographer, and she's on board with us, and editor as well, so you've got a lot to learn. But she's also a gamer, kids, and I know you're all excited about that. Talking about gamer, I joined that 8-ball pool the other day, and I've had 1 or 2 games, not too bad, but I'm sitting back because I haven't got that much time to play games, you've got to fill things in, but it's late at night, you tend to get on it when everything's nearly done. But I was sitting there doing a course last night, and I think it was about 3 hours, and I started falling and started making stupid mistakes because you're tired and you're trying to get it over with. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to rush through them, and it doesn't work when you do online courses, we all know that. So you've got to sit back, take your time and build them up slowly but surely and get through them. But as I say, they're really building up on me. Dear me, courses online, Zoom online. Where are we going? Where are we going? Can't wait to get all the kids and guests into this studio. Looking forward to it. Okay, another sip on my Lazy Grey. Twinings from Sainsbury's. I don't know any other stores that do them, as they may do them. Aldi, I haven't shopped around, but it's only local to me, so just whiz in there and just grab a box off the shelf, can't I? And the person who introduced me to them, do you know what, I'm hooked on them, and they really, I don't know, when I come into the studio, have a cup of that, cup of that, it really lifts me a little bit. Anyway, we're talking about, I don't have milk in it, don't have sugar in it, no, not at all. Just leave the tea bag in and let it brew itself, and it's really, really fine. Now, we're having a windy day today. You may hear the whistling in the background and some of the noise as well, because people are running around. But hey ho, that's what live radio is all about, podcasting, and I'm sure all the kids will find that out when they come into the studio as well. So there you go, we talked about inclusion, we talked about young commentators, we've got that on tonight, and I'll give you some feedback tomorrow about how young commentators went, and I'm sure I'll get some feedback off the inclusion team as well, as to what they're putting in and what they're looking forward to in the near future. So we'll give you some feedback on updates as we go along during the week. Apologise for any noises that you hear in the background, but we've got these council workers dig. I think they're looking for Australia for some reason, because apparently it's COVID's alright over there, it's starting to ease out, so they're trying to get to there and see what we can do together. They're digging that many holes, I can't understand. These roadworks are just unreal, wherever they're all coming from. Never seen so many roadworks, never seen so many sidewalks getting dug up and work going ahead. Immense, unbelievable. But hey ho, at least people, or some people, are in work. If you're not in work, you know, commiserations to yourselves, it's hard to find work at the moment. We're all struggling, we really are all struggling, so good luck to if you're all applying for jobs, and fingers crossed you can get them. But 99.9% of the workers now are working from home for some reason, and I can't understand how this is going to affect us in the very near future when everything gets back to some normality. Fingers crossed we just all put it to bed and then we can all get on with things, but with all these variants coming through now, thick and fast, and new ones, I don't know what we're going to cope. I'm still putting my mask on, but I'm still forgetting because I can't stand them, and hey ho, it's one of those things. I couldn't wear a mask 24/7, I'm sorry, not in a million years. If they try to make them mandatory, I don't know what I think. There'll be a lot of people absolutely fuming because you can't do it at the moment. Well, we've got 2 minutes left, so I'm having another sip of tea. And obviously we're supposed to be into grassroots football this week. The weeks are flying, and I know the managers are still putting posts out. They're really missing it, the kids are missing it. They want to get back in the swing of things as soon as possible, and I wish we could. I really do, because as I said before, there's no lockdown. Maybe I'm calling, maybe I'm, you know, but my opinion, you may as well. It's that busy. I've had football going on because people are all out in the parks. I'm walking along and I'm seeing groups of people all playing football. I'm just seeing, as I say, the world's going round, and I don't see much difference as to what it's doing. What are you seeing? And I know the kids are all out as well, all meeting up, all having a little drink of orange juice now and again, you know what I mean? Because they're not staying in. That's why they're all, not all of them are staying in. Many of them are, but I'm sure you'll all agree with me, nod your heads and go, I know what you're talking about, man, you know. Will it end? I don't know, and to be honest, if I was young and a teenager, I'm sure I'd be wanting to sneak out, because the best days were outside, getting some fresh air, keep yourself fit, not meeting up with the girls, not meeting up with the boys. No, it was all about us lads playing football and really getting stuck in and exercising, keeping fit, as I say. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, we've come to the end of one of our shows. We'll be back again tomorrow evening, no doubt, and we'll give you some more information. We'll all be on edge a little bit, I suppose, because it's the Merseyside derby, and you're not panicking at the moment for the fans about respect. It's because, as I say, the closed stadiums, and I'm wondering if there's going to be a lot of fireworks going off tomorrow. Dear me, let's just see if that will happen. But in the meantime, please put your feet up, take care, have a nice little drink, have a nice sip of tea, coffee, wine, whatever it makes you relax. Watch your Netflix, watch your football, because we're back in the weekend. Premier League I'm talking about, not grassroots, but it's another weekend closer to getting back to some normality on football, because I know the weeks are really flying. I hope you'll agree with me. In the meantime, thank you very, very much indeed for joining into the DXTL from the touchlines respect programme. Don't cross the line. I'm yourself, Mal. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Have a great evening. Relax, put your feet up and have a doze. Good night, God bless.